Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how this race starts. We are already underway, and it looks like we have a very good starting screen. Actually, the power bracelet spot on the near the vanilla start.
And no reversed overworld, so that's probably a nice relief for no headache there.
Looks like we already found a hint shop. 5, 10, and 20 are the amount of the hints. Go to the next room or back, he says.
Yeah, well, hints aren't going to do much for us. They're all community hints, so that's just kind of wasted game at the moment. Any roads right next star is very nice, though. We'll see where they take us. One up to Death Mountain.
And I'm oh yeah, we have the, just as you said, the any roads. So yeah, Death Mountain. We have another one over to the Armo spot. We're going to get some exploration of that from FurySK. Antler's staying on Death Mountain for a moment.
He's actually walking to the Armo spot, so he's going to end up in the same spot, but just a different route.
And that was the recorder under the Armos, I just noticed. So, yeah, we're already going to have some whistle music going on. And ladies and gentlemen, name that too. So, one of the things that is different about this compared to the bracket flags that we just saw prior to these, to this state of the tournament, we're gonna have we're still gonna have levels 1 to 6 under one map set, 7 to 9 under another map set, but now we have the possibility of shapes thrown in as one of the level options.
We also have another interesting caveat here. Since our flute was our Armo item, our free candle can be under any flute spot as well now. And Dark Knight's on the overworld, so we don't have to deal with those in dungeons, which is kind of nice.
That is very nice to not have to deal with. And we're already getting a heart for FurySK, so he's already at 4. That was in the vanilla blue ring location. We found some money under Antlers. That's our first money. 77 large secret.
So a little bit below average, but it's enough to buy him a candle if he chooses to. Could buy him some bombs as well. Bombs weren't expensive at all.
And Fury's trying to screen scroll over here. He did it. And that's our vanilla level 3 location. He found the expensive meat and keys and shield shop.
Antler's not having any luck at all with his candle at the moment. His recorder at the moment. Not finding any spots. Gonna go ahead and check out vanilla 7 momentarily. Gotta check the lower corner here first, though.
Yeah, we're gonna get that lower corner out of the way. I think both runners are actually trying to head over there right now. So Antlers is a few screens away from there. He decides instead to go north.
Well, what he does, he went down and blew his flute to see if that spot opened up or not. And since it didn't, he knows he doesn't have to go back down there. Gonna check that out when he gets to bomb, probably to get both caves out of the way.
Oh, looks like Antlers is avoiding the what looks like a door repair charge there, so he just went back to the start. Try something else. FurySK doing the whistle spot here. Whistle Lake, and he just gets to clear the door repair because he has no money.
I know what that song that is, I just can't place it. So we most likely have a first quest overworld here, considering that none of our whistle spots have been hitting.
Did you just see what was on the coast? We have the raft on the coast today, so whether that is involved or not is going to depend on whether we get the ladder, when we get the ladder.
Antler's seeing the cheap candle, gonna pass it for now.
He wants to see if he can get his free one so he can use his money on something else, like a bomb upgrade or some bait in case he ends up needing the bait.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, when you're facing someone like Fury, who's extremely good at this game, you don't want to change your routing as much as possible. So I would probably rather spend that money now rather than lose it to an old man down the road.
Very true, because the old men or whatever they are in the one kit in these setups for them. They will take that money away whether you like it or not. They want their door.
yeah, you can up an A out of it, which is kind of what your Antlerz is doing. But going back to start all the time is a little bit time consuming.
Yeah, it is very time consuming. It's something you really only want to do if you're at the end of an exploration. There's our free blue candle, almost middle of the map here, near the lake.
Ah, okay, there's the forest shop. Antlerz is actually pretty close to that, but they didn't go into it.
Yeah, right south of the desert. So Fury is trying to, well, I thought he was going to try fluting in the desert spots, but I guess not. Now he's going to try to burn this bush instead.
Fury burning south instead of to the left, and not going to be able to do anything that way.
And that was a medicine shop, so we may or may not get to see the potion prices later. We will see.
Potions having a little bit of a different feature in this flag set. One of the few things that can reverse the red bubble curse, which we'll go over when we find some red bubble.
That's one more interesting thing about this flag set. We have different red bubble curses that can be randomly possible here. The normal, you cannot use your sword, which will not affect them at all. The inverted controls we've seen throughout the bracket flags, or a new one, go very, very slow.
Antler's grabbing his candle, so gonna save the money and just pick it up there. So good play by him.
Yep, Antler's found his blue candle, so he's good. And Fury manages to use the candle to wipe out one of the moblins, but ends up reversing course. Got cornered.
Yeah, they have full first quest overworld. So it's going to have no recorded spots other than Vanilla 7 and only 4 power bracelet spots. Haven't seen any indication of any second quest spots yet.
Yeah, that's very true. I've not seen any of those myself here. And here's more money for Antlerz. He finds 31 as the medium secret. That's slightly better than average, I guess.
So we have a blue dungeon on Fury side. Could be 5 at the moment. First quest 5.
Yeah, there's one more detail about the dungeons. We don't know what level they are until we either get some kind of indication, like a map, or we see a Triforce, or we just come to the conclusion ourselves.
Early transport staircase.
Now, if we're not dealing with shapes, this could easily be a later level.
Well, it has to be. Yeah, I guess it's shapes. Yeah, so it's either shapes or 7 through 8. 7 through 9, I should say. I think it's going to be our first quest 5, though.
It's looking... It definitely looks like it covers the bottom and top of the level. I was thinking a first quest 7 or 8 myself based on that, but could be 5.
Well, we'll see when he goes back in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're about to find out. And this is shapes.
Yeah, that's shapes. So we don't know what level this is yet.
So that's a smaller size. So that means our 1 through 6 is going to be shapes.
Yeah, that's 22 rooms. I would be inclined to agree. This is probably, I think you were right before when you said it's probably a level 5. And ladies and gentlemen, name that ink blot.
Could be either a really big 4 also, but it's most likely 5.
Fury is finding some money now. That's our 14 small secrets. So there's your rupee amounts. We had 14, 31, and 73, I believe is what they were today. So there's your rupee count for today.
Amazing FurySK giving some good knowledge in chat, saying that since it did have 1 transport staircase and it's not a segment, we know it can't be 1 through 4.
Absolutely correct. There is
so it has to be 5 or 6.
Yep, has to be. Well, there's the letter.
And with this Vanilla 2 being a dungeon space like that, cave, We know for sure now that's a full first quest overworld.
Looks like Fury's gonna eventually work his way up to the secret spot here. He finds more money first. Now we're finding another shop. And we're gonna finally get to see what our door repair is here today. It is 24 rupees.
Antlerz did find level 9. I didn't see where he went in, though. He got in, went out too quick.
If it was after that normal screen, he probably went down or to the right, perhaps.
Well, I meant to see what kind of quest it was. Antlerz is also in what we believe is either 5 or 6. I gotta say it's 5, personally.
Yeah, I'm thinking 5 myself, I agree. I think 6 would be slightly bigger by my estimation. Now, I think Fury is going to find level 9 right now as well. So it might be right here. Nope, that's a cave.
31 medium, decent. So it's going to be about an average money seed.
Yep. So this has to be level 9, because Antlerz turned around and went back. Nope, maybe not.
And I was going to grab the map here as well and find out the lovely news that we're dealing with shapes.
Vanilla level 2, that's where level 9 Entrance to Death is today. And based on where he is, that looked like a first quest level 9.
Yeah, it's going to be first quest or shapes.
Yeah, it's either first quest or shape.
Antler's going to try to deal with them all, though. Not going to be able to in just a blue candle. Fury going to take his candle back towards the start area and see if he can't find another dungeon, and he does.
He does. And again, we can't tell if this is 7 or 8 yet, or if this is just like some kind of a shapes level. It's good to be the king. Yeah, okay. Fury doesn't agree.
Manos and Gurias living together.
That's a weird combination. And that's a very quick death. And that's a hard reset.
If you're trying to get that bomb trap in, Adolino beam for it. Took a hard reset though to reset his count, which I like.
Antlerz did find the letter. He didn't pick it up though, so it looks like he's gonna just use take any medicine at some point.
Fury grabbing a 4-pack and saving his game to keep those bombs. And then doing a hard reset too, reset his counts.
Yeah, it's very close to the start. I like this play because it's close to the start.
Too early to tell what dungeon we're in quite now. Antler's still digging around the Lost Hills, gonna check out Vanilla 5 and possibly by the waterfall section.
Okay, he got past the 3rd room there, so we have Acromenace. 2 bombs later, the door opens.
And we do have a level of Vanilla 5. 1 key door though, so if we want to open that, we have to go up the mountain. Actually, just leave it on right there. No, we had, yeah, we'd have to go up the mountain to open the bottom door. And more Lionels.
I sense they're probably one of the dominant dungeon enemies here. Fury returns to a room with 1 gel, destroys it, finds a map, and this is another shapes level. Doing a quick room count, that is 19 rooms, so that could be a level 3, level 4 perhaps.
Yeah, probably level 4, considering it's slightly smaller than the one that we found in that blue dungeon.
And
So probably level 4.
And if you notice, it was segmented, so we know that there has to be a transport there as well.
Antlerz does open that bottom doorway, gonna go through and see what's down this direction. And we have a staircase right away, we'll see what it is. It's an item and it is some bombs.
That replaces our white sword, so we know that our so-called white sword, which is now just a pack of bombs, is sitting there. And it looks like picking that up in that room actually freezes the bats, which I find very interesting.
One nice thing about finding that, though, in a staircase is you don't have to worry about it being a floor drop in a dungeon. You're kind of misplacing a dungeon count.
Looks like Fury is not very happy with that 14 rupee pickup, so he resets.
Antler's going to try to take out this Dig Dagger since he does have the flute and some bombs.
Now, it doesn't lock any doors, but it could lock an item for all we know.
Yeah, Triforce as well. Ooh, and that's going to be a beefed up Dig Dagger. 2 bombs and a candle shot. But doesn't drop anything for us. Level on the coast for FurySK.
Yep, he found another level, and we will eventually get to find out what this level is. It's looking like another Shapes level from where I see him going in there.
I'm wondering if we are full Shapes.
We might be.
We still haven't seen 7 or 8 or anything kind of like that. We can't really tell by 9 because of 1 floor or so.
Oh, nice candle dodge. What Antlers did there, for those not familiar with that strategy, he used the candle beam and just ran into it to push himself behind the dark nut, so he didn't take damage from the dark nuts, only took the half damage from the candle. Very nice strategy to avoid the high damage enemies to get where you want to go.
Antler's unfortunately playing a song and instead of bombing. Fury's gonna try to do a Kananaki here. No keys. He gets it, and he gets a key in return. So what he just did is, since he had no keys in his inventory, and there's a shutter room in this door, what you can do is kill the last enemy and then press against the shutter door, and then when the enemy dies, the game somewhat opens up the door and you kind of walk through it and cheat a key.
We have bunnies.
Blue Moblin's not dying to a bomb. That hurts.
Yeah, that's painful. Ask Dig Dagger about his record collection. Fury is clearly very happy with these so-called hints. Fury leaves that level, and I don't think we really got an indication what level that was yet.
I'm getting the Shapes vibe, though.
Yeah, me too. Well, he went back in.
Does have 7 bombs, so he might be able to dig around a little bit.
Well, it looks like both runners are taking the attack to reset and try to get stuff back as they need it.
Antler's just desperately trying to get some bombs here, but just not having any luck.
I think he just picked up 4, actually. Yeah, he's up to 5 bombs right now.
Well, the game just proved me wrong.
He's just trying to plant 1 bomb and reset and go back every time. That's what he's doing right now. He wants to save his game with 8 bombs so he can do the same complete reset strat to explore what we believe is level 4 at that point.
Fury tackling this room of wizards, dying to 3 bombs, has 1 heart and 6 to go with 3 left.
Antler's, by the way, is up to 8 bombs now.
So what Fury just did was kill a few wizards and then saving the room so he can go back in and save that gel. So he can work up another 10 count and get more bombs back. Nice show of skill to kind of use resources to get these wizards down. To answer your question, chat, yes, the book is an atlas, and if we do have all shapes, that's going to be a very beneficial pickup.
Yeah, if the levels are vanilla and we know the general layout doesn't really give as much use, but for shapes it's very useful because otherwise you have to look for every single map just to know for sure certain rooms that you can avoid and have to try to bomb into because they don't exist. So Atlas is invaluable with shapes.
So as long as Fury kills one of these wizards, which he does, he may have miscounted.
He missed that last shot.
And just one bomb left. I don't think he's going to be able to manage it in this one.
He could. He just has to get them both in the same spot by chance.
I think he's going to be one bomb short.
Yeah, he's not going to try. Yeah, I was going to say he might just retry, and he just did that. So he gets all 7 of his bombs back. Antlerz, meanwhile, is working on his... oh, he's up to an 8-pack right there. As he's in the eye of what appears to be a bird in that level. Or now the beak.
Fury going to abandon the wizards for now and move on.
Goes to Candle Row and gets charged for a door.
Nice attempt at Fury. He was doing the right thing, trying to get a 10 count on the wizard. But I think he just missed the wizard count by 1.
Up 82 for our wood arrows today. Looks like 77 for the cheat meat.
Well, we have a potential item room here, and it just keys, so we'll be able to clear this. Could be a transport down to the lower sector as well.
Antlerz is going to come and go from the room repeatedly, so he doesn't have to waste any bombs on this room. He can just get a couple keys with each fire shot, and then come back and reset it. That will let him clear the room without wasting any actual inventory items.
Fury, on the other hand, looking around the Lost Hills desert area.
Okay,
and we do have a push block.
And what is inside? Probably a transport, but it could be an item. Yep, transport.
So it's going to bring us down to the lower foot of the bird. We have a free key underneath the trap, just gotta get up to it.
There it goes, nicely done.
Keys have been a bit of, oh, hello, armor item. White sword item, I should say.
5 is enough. So 5 will pick up a bow today. Well, we won't know if 4 is enough, but we know that 5 is enough.
So now if you're probably make a beeline to buy some arrows, I'll give him a repeatable combat item.
Yep, that'll be very useful. Now, the one thing that I have seen some runners do incidentally with that bow is run themselves out of money using that, and then thus not be able to take advantage of certain resources later on. So let's hope that Fury doesn't rely on that too much, and remembers that he may still need those rupees later.
Yeah, but if you have to buy the bow to get yourself like the red card or the wand, it's definitely worthwhile.
Yeah, those are beefy moblins, like you said, the black ones especially. Death Mountain rocks in the lower parts of the world.
Could be worse.
Yep.
Fury going back into this blue dungeon that he's been poking around in.
See if he's any better luck going through here. Gonna wipe out a few gels and reset the room.
Fury kind of getting boxed. Antlerz getting boxed in. I just took some damage going past that gel. Gonna try to deal with these blue line. Awful room, just lots of lag here because of the turrets and the lino beams.
The only good news is with all those swords, the statues aren't doing anything. If they are supposed to... Oh, now they get a shot in. Ah, that's not nice.
And Fury is trying the wizards again. I think he's dead set that this has something for us.
After some of the season's tournament, I wouldn't be surprised.
Down to his last bomb. Gonna leave and go back to the shells, maybe?
He's gonna just retry, yep.
Gonna come back and try again.
He is really convinced there's something there, like you said.
He has it right here, getting up the 9 count before going into that room. Alright, looks like he's gonna bypass it for now again, though. Maybe.
He was checking to see if the door opened up top or a bomb hole opened up top, I think. So that didn't work. Gonna go back to his original plan.
Antlerz has all these Lentils grouped up. Ooh, just scooches by. He's gonna get most of them here. Gets a clock. So he will be able to clear this room. And there's our Triforce.
When Antlerz comes back to get that, that will be our first Triforce of the match. The only question will be which Triforce it is. And we think it's level 4, but we will get a confirmation when we see it.
Could be level 3 as well. It's kind of small enough to be level 3.
Yeah, it's either 3 or 4, I believe. It's not small enough to be 1 or 2, but it could be 3 or 4.
There's a blue dungeon here, however. It looks like it could be 1 or 2.
He took
for
a
sure.
death. And another quick room count there. That's a 14 room. I want to say it could be level 2, but it could be level 3.
I'm thinking 1 for that one, actually. Does have 1 segment.
And it just goes by the king again, and this time gives him a piece of his mind.
And we find another dungeon on the coast, which is a lovely pink dungeon.
Legalized game genie. No. Oh, that's a rude trap room to walk into, not knowing what's there.
Antler's trying to deal with the Lentils again.
Nice bomb.
He's getting surrounded by all sides, with the turrets going to his back, too.
Oh! Sword to the side, and Antlerz takes another one.
Doing the reset stats to get his bombs back, at least. With his arrows, Fury can clear these pulse voice, though.
Now Antlerz's side, he's going to go back to that level later. He's going to explore this blue level right now.
I think this is Antler's first time in here.
I think you're right. Fury is dealing with the room of lights.
Gonna have a little bit more. Oh, we got a map here, and this could be level probably 2 or 3.
15 rooms, yeah, 2. If the other one is level 1, this could be level 2, but I think that's 2 and this is 3.
Too hard to say, really.
It is, yeah. We're just speculating based on room count.
At this point, though, I do think that we've seen more than 6 shapes dungeons, so I think we do have full shapes here.
I think we've only seen 4 shapes so far. Actually, did I miss one or two that I'm forgetting? You've seen the blue one, the pink one, the kind of yellowish one, and I think there was one more. And that last one was level 5, I think we said, possibly. FurySK is going to reset the room, try and get the Wizrobes to spawn out of the room. He was partly successful.
We are playing with a heart shuffle, so any of these rooms can kind of have a item drop. So you kind of want to dig things out as you go. And we have the any keys. That's a huge find for Fury.
Any key is a great find in level...
Level pink. And if we see a second item on the ground somewhere in here, we'll know it's level 1.
Yeah, level 1 and level 8 do share that rule, but this is too small for a level 8, so it would be level 1 in that case. And run, Fury, run!
Running from the snakes, I love it. And that is a ladder block. This could be a item room here. Walk through wall.
That's a second quest thing.
Well, it's also a shapes thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the shapes set up, you can turn on doors and walls and all that. And we have a second item on the ground. This pink level is level 1.
What was that item? I didn't catch. Oh, the boomerang.
Yep.
Lord Banana has been found.
So this pink dungeon that Fury was just in is level 1 with both the any key and the wooden boomerang in it.
That leads me to think the blue level, even though it is a smaller level, could be level 2 at this point. We'll see about the other ones.
Yeah, this level that Fury is in right now could be most likely level 2. It's looking like that wizard room is going to be the transport staircase at this point, depending on what those last 2 rooms are.
Something we are overlooking, by the way, there is still a third item if it is level 1. So there would actually, since you said Heart Shuffle is on, there could be a third item in whatever level 1 is.
Well, we know there will be. It'll be underneath the staircase.
Yeah.
It was probably that like room that he didn't have enough arrows to beat.
Could be. The other possibility is this could be level 2 where both items are out in the open anyway, so that could be possible as well with the pink level.
Max plus pi, if this is level 2, then yes, both items will be on the ground. You might have to combat for them, but they will just be hanging out. If it's level 3, it'll be on a staircase, and 1 on the ground.
Exactly.
Getting a little bit of a run around by the snakes.
Ooh, nice last second bat kill on the fire there. Nice block. That's a good place to freeze those Wizrobes if he wants to take them out. He's just going to reset them though. That will get 1 money back. There's our compass, and the Triforce is that away.
So that means we'll have to kill those Wizrobes, and this is our transport here.
I'm gonna try and reset once more just to be absolutely sure. Oh, look at that! It's a bunny! Wizrobe is not the dominant enemy.
Yeah, so thankfully, unless that's an item room, those Wizrobes aren't going to be necessary.
Oh, you come out in the Triforce room, there's a heart on the ground, and you get pancaked.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that without the wand. One bomb probably won't be enough to kill those.
No, one bomb, not enough at all. He's going to continue and go back in because he knows he can has that room clear. Hopefully it stays clear for him.
I didn't see where the bow was for Fury. I didn't see what cave you found it in.
Yeah, I missed the cave as well. We do know it was the white sword item, though, and I could probably find out very quickly where exactly which room that is.
I want to say it was up on Death Mountain, but I'm not positive.
I'll bring it up on my other screen here while we're watching the race here.
Chat saying that was in the forgotten spot, which is very likely.
Yeah, I just brought up the replay on the other screen. I'm seeing a little... He's very close to that where I'm looking on the replay, so he is walking right over that forgotten spot right now as I see it. Sticking with the race here, taking a quick look, I see Fury is in that Triforce room now, so it shouldn't be long before he picks up the Triforce.
Antlerz was heading over to that vicinity, but backed away from it to save his money.
Ooh, three-eye dig dog. Kill one of the eyes, and you can dispose of the others by leaving the room.
High HP though.
Yeah, they are chunky today. And he's wasting arrows trying to get shots. There's 3 left, 2 left. Oh no.
Yep, gonna run his money out, unfortunately.
And he's gonna have to use a bomb to see if he can find out if there's anything in here. Nope, he's just gonna leave. The bomb might have been a better investment at this point.
Interestingly enough, that we haven't seen a item yet in this level, so that makes me think it's going to be level 2, and the item will be on the floor.
And I can confirm what chat said. It is definitely the forgotten spot where the bow was today.
Antlerz is going away from it. So our item in this level that Fury was in is either blocked by those wizards or that dig dagger. But it actually can't be that dig dagger. So it has to be that wizard room. With that dig dagger being a 5 dice room, it will never have a drop in it. If there's an item, it'll just be hanging out on the ground.
Antlerz is back in the light blue level, which I think we said was potentially level 5, could be level 6. In terms of items that have been picked up, we have found the bow and the flute both in the overworld. Blue candle is a free candle. We did also find the magical key in the pinkish dungeon, the purplish pink, I guess you can call it. Not quite a light, not quite a bright pink. But that's the only item we've seen in a dungeon, I think, offhand, that we know besides the boomerang. It was in the same dungeon.
Well, we know that dungeon's level 1 by the fact that it's 2 floor items.
Could that not be level 2 as well, because it also has 2 floor items?
It could be, which would make the other blue... Well, I don't know, because that other blue dungeon only had 1 item in a floor in the staircase. It's still hard to say, but I'm almost positive that pink dungeon is level 1.
Either way, we won't know until we get the Triforces for sure and see them on the map. That'll give us for sure what level it is.
The joys of trying to call a shapeshifters.
Yeah, that's very, very difficult. But it's also fun figuring it out, too.
Yeah, the game kind of just gives you a built-in puzzle of sorts. Didn't we find a pack of bombs in that pink level? We did find the white sword bombs somewhere. I forget where though.
Fury finds level green. It's nice that we've had 5 definitively different colors so far, including 2 shades of blue, so we can identify them by color so far.
The bow advantage for Fury kind of, as you said earlier, taking its toll in a different way that's eating all his resources. He has 0 money at the moment, so that bow's kind of useless. Does have the any key though, so he can actually go through these locked doors.
Very often,
level green had the bomb pack.
Yeah, that was the white sword. Antlerz found that earlier and picked up those bombs and froze the bats nicely. And now is kind of laughing at the audio from the looks of it. There we go. So, yeah, that was the only other item we know besides the 2 we actually did find. We just can't mark what we have it marked as level 1 right now. We'll confirm for sure later what the case is. Oh shoot.
Fury has that marked as level 1, so on his personal tracker. Antler's back into what we think is either 3 or 4.
I think I said it was probably 4, but again, he's probably going to pick up the Triforce, which is in this room right now. This is the room the Triforce is in. So he has to kill these Lionels to get the Triforce. He probably just wants to know for sure what level this is.
Oh, he got a bomb upgrade somewhere, because he's up to 11 bombs.
Yeah, he did. I didn't even see that. I'm going to assume it was a 3-bomb upgrade, or maybe even 4. He might use one already.
I did not catch where he got that upgrade.
Me neither. I'm actually going to find out myself.
Nice triple kill. Get some bombs back off the Lionel.
Apparently the blue level had the bomb upgrade according to chat. I'm going to see if I can get more information here.
Antlerz does grab the Triforce in Dungeon Brown, I guess. See if he pauses and tells us what it is.
So I can confirm it was 82 rupees for the bomb upgrade. It was 3 bombs.
And that brown dungeon is level 3.
Oh, one earlier than I thought. So level 3 is claimed.
It kind of really doesn't matter as long as you can identify what levels 1 and 8 are, or 1 and 2 I should say. Because every other dungeon, other than maybe 8, is going to have a floor and 1 staircase.
Indeed. And Fury takes a death to the Lionel Parade. Right in the back, too. That would really hurt.
Antlerz might be doing a Death Mountain dig with his 11 bombs. And it doesn't look like that's in fact he's doing.
He certainly has the weaponry for it. I do not blame him for wanting to do that.
Nice dodging by Fury around those Lionels.
Now up to the second quest entrance to death. And that one does not open up.
I don't think Antlerz has figured out that this is a full first quest overworld yet.
Yeah, I think he's still trying everything, think it's mixed.
I mean, it's a smart play. You don't want to forget something stupid.
Exactly. I think that was an accident.
Yeah, Lionels don't care about music.
Yeah. I mean, what a rude audience. They don't even clap.
Not finding much up in Death Mountain. Antler's gonna retry and get his 11 bombs back. Can't blame him for that.
Fury takes a death to that ladder blocked Lionel Festivus. And eventually goes in and leaves. And Antlerz finds another 14 rupees. And Antlerz finds the multi-pass and heads back up Death Mountain. I think he's going to give us another dig here. And there's the bomb price, 15 for some extra bombs. Antlerz says, sure. And then finds another green level. So now we have 2 green levels. One is, I believe, up in the Lost Woods, Vanilla level 5, and the other one is over here on Death Mountain. So they have a very similar hue. We're going to have to keep those, tell those apart now. And Antlerz is not out of the bow yet, so you can't do anything about this Goma. Also doesn't have the arrows anyway. FurySK is burning trees in the Lost Woods. Found a gambling game. Not going to do any gambling here. Going to burn another bush north of the Lost Woods and find more money. That secret is a 31 rupee secret. He's up over 100 again. Antlerz hiding on 87 right, or holding on 87 right now. Bombs another hole. Finds something about the Kool-Aid Man. Question in chat, where was the white sword item? The white sword item was actually in the forgotten spot, as we call it, which makes sense because Antlerz has not been there yet. Ooh, this is a very interesting palette for a level. We have a very dark palette, and hi, Gleok. And he gets locked into that room, so it says, no, I'm just exploring right now, let me out. And he does just that, he leaves. Gonna try to pirouette and get another entry. And is not successful.
FurySK making his first shipment of what we found out is level 3 now.
Actually, I think Fury was in there before. He didn't stay very long, though, I think.
With his arrows, though, he's going to be able to move a little bit quicker through here.
Yes, he's definitely good for money again right now. He can use those arrows a little bit right now.
Yeah, we're just finding a staircase, and it's an item, and he has some more hearts.
Now, the one thing that we don't know is whether that's the item heart container or the dungeon heart container, and since Heart Shuffle's on, we really don't care. It's going to be hard to tell which one is which here.
Yeah, it's just a heart. I think it's all dungeon hearts now. And I believe that this is another Shapes dungeon that Antlerz is in.
Well, this is the first time we've seen this dungeon, so we don't know what it is yet.
Could be 1Q8, but I'm not positive at this point.
Well, since we don't know what 7, 8, 9 are yet, and I know that 9... based on that shape, I don't know. We have 5 rooms across. Someone in chat is saying first quest level 8. I was trying to figure out it was either 7 or 8, I was thinking.
Yeah, I think this is first quest 8. Possibly.
We already know that based on this starting screen, there's a good chance first quest level 9 could be in place. That could be first quest 8.
Not having the any key or the bow yet. Antlerz is kind of walking, not in circles, but having a little bit more of a combat issue at the moment.
Antlerz got a bomb drop from that Korea there, so he was able to bomb another hole and keep going. And, oh, hi, Lionel.
I'm thinking this is 1Q8, but still I can't be certain yet.
I'm still thinking it is one of 7 or 8. Yeah, it's just the map layout. There's still a couple holes I'd like to see filled in there to confirm it. So I see you answering this in chat, but just for the record here, this is the upper bracket quarterfinals going on in the upper bracket. Now there is still a lower bracket, so while I say quarterfinals of the upper bracket, that means just to complete the segment that will lead someone to the tournament final. So whoever wins the upper bracket will go to the tournament final, and everyone else will go to the lower bracket to have another chance to play on.
Antlerz heading back in here to see what we can find. Gonna try to avoid the finals this time. Almost gets sniped, makes it through just to find another ladder block and some bombs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this a shapes dungeon based off that map.
I'm inclined to agree. I don't think that could be the lion head anymore. So I'm gonna agree it's probably a shape stunt. And as being suggested in chat, I'm starting to wonder if it might be all shapes too. I don't think I've seen anything with all yet.
No, judging by the size of that dungeon, this is gonna be all shapes. I think we found more than 6 already.
Yeah, we're around that point. I think we're seeing about 6 map layouts, so it's starting to look very likely, unless 7 and 8 just are the dungeons we haven't explored yet. Otherwise, yeah, it's all shaped.
Antlerz going back to try to get more bombs off the moblins at the start.
We had a sync reset here. We're taking another shot at what could be level 1 or 2 at this point.
Well, if this is 2, we'll probably find out in this room here if he manages to clear it or not.
Yeah. He hasn't found the bomb upgrade yet in that cyan blue level.
Takes the Wizard Beam and is going to lose his count and have to retry it if he wants to finish it. Jesse Lockhart, we know that it can't be Dark Knights because Dark Knights are on the overworld, so that pain is gone.
Yeah, the bunnies are in the dungeon, but we do have early access to the bow, so that also is not going to be too painful. The only real problems we have are Wizrobes at this point.
And there's back up to 10 bombs.
And maybe the light too a little bit.
Yeah, we got the bow, so lifelikes aren't an issue at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you get eaten by one, then it can be a bit of an issue. Oh, that Wizrobe was just rude. Fury says, nope, I don't like that. Reset.
Fury seems to be pretty dead set on taking out this room, though. Unfortunately, touching the gel, gonna lose his count again and have to go back to the start. Trying to build up a count on these gels. So what Fury's trying to do is kill 8 or 9 enemies, and then when he kills the Wizrobe down here, he'll get a pack of 4 bombs during turn.
Might need another enemy or 2 to clear it. There's 2. And that's enough for him, so he thinks he's at his count now. Let's see if he can kill this room cleanly.
Gonna try from the right-hand door this time.
Needs a couple Wizards to come over. That's a nicely planned one. No bombs yet. 3 more. Still no bombs.
Well, he
he
gets them all
cleared the
down.
room. Nice clear. Very nicely done.
That's a staircase. I missed the power bracelet.
Power
So that means that
bracelet.
this is going to be either level 1 or 3. But it's got to be 3, I would think.
I thought we had 3 already.
Huh. So I guess this is level 1 then.
Yeah, 3 was the yellow level. And that's the one that Antlerz just picked up.
Alright, so I guess this is level 1 then. Which makes me scratch my head on where the second item here is. Because it can't be in that Dig Dagger room, because the Dig Dagger was in the 5...
It could be level 1 or level 2 if you're looking at the fact that 2 items are on the floor, because we had that same thing in the other level as well. The pink one, I think, had the 2 items on the floor as well. So 1 and 2
because
are...
one item here was in the staircase, so it can't be level 2.
Oh, 1 was in the staircase? Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, this could be level 1 then.
The power bracelet we just found was in a staircase.
Yeah, this could be level 1. You could be right. I initially thought it was 1 based on the size, but that staircase might confirm it.
Could be level 4, I guess. Just a very small level 4.
It would be very small, yeah. Well, no, for sure when he picks the Triforce up, which he has to clear that last room down below in order to do that. So this could be... he might take the death save and just go get another set of bombs from somewhere, because I don't think he's going to lose that power bracelet. Yeah, he's continuing. And he's out of there.
Yeah, this would be the smallest level 4 I've ever seen. Because this level that Antlerz is in is level 3.
Yeah, that is definitely level 3. Because he has the Triforce out of there. It was, in fact, the Triforce was the room to the right of here.
At least Fury knows he no longer has to deal with that room.
Indeed, he can just walk through it now.
Nice clock by Antlerz, gonna be able to take out these levels a little bit quicker. Gonna try to dance around a little bit, gonna group them all together. Misses 1, but gets the other 2. And Lionel's taking more than a candle shot in the bomb.
Okay, so now this room. This staircase leads directly to the Triforce room. Go directly to Triangle, do not pass go. He's going to reset the Wizrobes. I think this one, the Wizrobe is not the primary enemy, so this is a good call. You'll get the Hold's Voice both times. Buddies go down these arrows. You have plenty of those. So push block, open stair. And Now just to avoid getting eaten by the like. Oh, actually goes one room above the Triforce. I didn't, or 2 rooms above the Triforce. I didn't see it correctly the first time.
Fury gonna take out this Wizrobe room, which he might not have done before. So this actually could be our second item here.
This could be interesting. Yeah, this could be something. There's a good one to plant a bomb on. Oh, that one's not good at all. I might have run for that one. I'm gonna go for that one. There's a key. And he has the any key, so he's like, nope.
So I guess it could be the Dig Dogger then, if this is level 1. But I thought the Dig Dogger was in a 5 dice room. Yeah, so it can't be this Dig Dogger.
He's gonna go for it anyway. There's lots of arrows.
I think he's pretty convinced this is level 1 also, but
he wants to verify for sure there's nothing in here. I think he just wants to cover his bases here. And man, these are taking a lot of arrows. I think that one eye took 4 arrows already.
Gotta avoid getting hit though.
Oh my gosh, these are beefed up today.
Alright, he got one down.
That's all he needed. And that wizard was right in the doorway, so yeah. Oh, silver arrows!
Okay, so this was in fact level 1. That's actually must be a mechanic of the remove open staircases. Because typically in a 5 dice room like that, there can't be a combat item. So getting that silver arrow pickup was huge for him. There's a Flagon in the Elite 8 set that was most likely a like a diamond staircase room before or something similar.
And the room to get the Triforce is a like room. Unfortunately, they're not eating the Triforce, so you can't just get eaten and get it that way. You have to actually defeat them, which he does, and he's down to 41 rupees, but he has his first triangle. And we should get a confirmation momentarily, because he's probably going to check his Triforce screen to confirm. Nope.
Well, no, because there's 2 floor items and the staircase. So that
yeah, and there it is right there, level 1. There it is right there, confirmed on visual. So Antlerz is now back in what I believe we confirmed now as level 2. And Wizrobes are everywhere today. Antlerz gets the snake out, gonna try and reset the room to get rid of the like here. He's gonna first drop a bomb on this on these Wizrobes and get a pack of bombs. Fury is back in level 3. We are now just a little bit past the 1 hour point, so for those joining us late, welcome. This is the All Boards No Swords Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament, quarterfinal round of the upper bracket. We have FurySK versus Antlerz44. Whoever wins will be up 1-0 in the 3-game series, and whoever loses basically has to come back in the next seed and try to come back. As Fury gets his map to confirm the bird layout of the top part of the level, he will walk in the Triforce room right now. By the way, I am Cyclone. I am joined by Dark Falls, and we are calling the action for this for you today.
Blue Lino's taking 3 silver arrows. That's a pain.
Yeah, 3 silver arrows. That is, ooh. So he's going to use the bomb instead, which doesn't do much better. I have a feeling he might just explore everything up in this part of the dungeon and then come back for the Triforce. I don't remember if there was anything excruciatingly difficult to the right or not. This room's fairly simple with silver arrows.
Well,
Oh, we have
nice
a red
find.
ring!
That's a nice find.
I don't think Antler's found that.
No, he couldn't kill the bunnies.
They were gorillas. Yeah, those were gorillas that were guarding the red ring. So, very good find. Red ring was in level 3.
Curious why Antler's gonna kill that then, because he's been in that dungeon a few times now.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised by that too.
Could have sworn there was Paul's voice in there. Oh well.
Either that or he might have it right. He is red. Is that his normal sprite? Antlers does have it according to chat, and it makes sense because he is colored red, so he is apparently.
Oh yeah, there is on his
benefits of the
inventory.
red
Yeah, so
ring.
he does have that.
There it is. Yeah, he has it. We just didn't see him picking it up. So we just missed it before and like caught it on Fury's side.
The game is sneaky.
That's the problem with items being on the floor, with Heart Shuffle being like full item shuffle. Items can, like, he might have been standing right on top of it as he picked it up, and we didn't see it because he was standing right on top of it as it appeared. And that would make it impossible for us to know what it was unless we happened to catch it as menu. So it's most likely just one of those scenarios. We never saw it, and we therefore couldn't call it. Fury is doing some gambling right now. He found a nice gambling spot right in the entrance screen. So there, he just made 29 rupees. Going to save there.
Very nice to have a money-making game right on the start screen, though.
Oh, 70. Hello.
Gonna give him a lot and the double 70s.
I think he's ready. He's ready to go now. He could do that one more time, and he might to get up to 251, or he'll just lose 9. I think he forgot whether he saved or not, so he's just going to continue.
Gonna give it one more shot and loses 4.
Yep. At least the losses are very small. And there's another 70. He's going to save that. There we go.
So now he has all the arrows he could ever hope for. Permish, we kind of have to guess, A, by what drops in the items. So like we saw level 1 have 2 floor drops and a dungeoner, that tells us it's level 1. Also, the size of the dungeon is relatively small. Until we kind of start feeding things out through like what drops in the dungeon, we kind of have to guess.
Yeah, and further information on that question in chat by Permish, just for those watching our VOD later on, he's saying that he's confused. How do we know what dungeon levels are? Is it done by color? He's asking. And the answer is no, it's not done by color at all. As Darkfall said, it's we're literally guessing with you and with the runners and with everyone else. We have some insight as to how big levels can be for certain levels. For example, when we first went into that one blue level, I said based on the size, I think it's level 1. It turned out to be level 1 when we saw it later, when we confirmed later on 2 items, and the pink one, for example, was level 2 because it had 2 floor items in it and didn't have any staircase item. So things like that lead us to conclude what levels are what. The other thing, again, we can see them on the Triforce screen because this Triforce on the menu screen on the overworld is a fixed layout. Whichever one's lit up, we know those levels they have the Triforces for, and we can conclude from there which ones they picked up. Fury fighting a shoot, and the skeletons are armed. No one said they were going to have swords.
Gotta love second quest enemies. Antler's heading back up to Death Mountain. He's gotta get over to that forgotten spot to get that bow.
Unless he's forgotten. Antler's has gone back into the green level. Well, the second green level. We found the first one on the Lost Hills?
Permish. Typically, the level is shown. We actually have a flag on that hides that. So if there is, you can actually turn that on or off to know what level you're in. We intentionally have that off at the moment.
That's correct. Normally the levels are indicated, and up and through the bracket plays, we did actually show what level it was, but this is just a flag, and it's designed to make it harder for the players to figure out what they're doing, and it's just by chance it makes it harder for us as well, just how the rando is designed. We're having a guess here that the blue level that Fury is in might be First Quest 7.
I would need to see the map. I don't know where he's been so far.
I'm going to be watching for the map too to find out. Even if we do see a map that looks like it could be First Quest 7, there could be slight differences. The shape generator could actually just randomly generate a shape similar to First Quest 7 with a few differences.
Well, since we didn't see that palette of the desert, we know it's level 7. We just don't know if it's First Quest or not. And Antler's grabbing his bow finally, so he's got to get some money and then he can get some arrows. Or go back to level 1.
He might be a little upset at this point. It's 1 hour, 11 minutes into the seed, and he could have had that for some time. He might be a little upset just finding that now.
Second bomb upgrade.
That's actually the first one
that's
for
his
Fury.
first, yeah.
Antler's got that one. I think he might have got. I think Antler's got from the other direction. Either that or they're both in this level.
A map would be beautiful.
The map would be great right now. Yes. And we have grabby grabs in this room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Antler's got it from a different...
Did you ask for a map?
And this
That is
in fact,
First Quest level 7.
Yep, so 7, 8, 9 are all First Quest.
So we now know for sure this is level 7. We know there will be a line ahead for level 8. And level 9, which is the only level we have labeled, because you can't go in level 9 without the Triforce. We know that's going to be the pig head.
Antler's getting some money and getting some arrows. Now he has some offense. Level 7 so far, not playing Chiron with Fury.
Where's the beef?
Oh, hello.
That was the
level
rod.
7.
Oh my.
So, yeah, Fury is in quite a good standing at this point.
I'd say he has a commanding edge at this point. I don't want to say lead yet because he still only has 2 Triforces, but based on combat alone, he has a commanding edge.
Yeah, that's a huge find, and the bow is actually needed to get that.
Oh my.
Goma blocked rod, very interesting.
So when Antler comes across that, he will be feel even more behind, knowing that you can an hour 11 to find the bow, and then he'll find the rod for that, and probably be a little worried.
I know Fury's a good friend of mine. I know he likes Trillier seeds, so he's probably loving this right now.
Oh, he could be, yeah.
With Wand and Red Ring, he can just kind of face tank this Gleok and just take it out. Crimson Cat asks if Ladder is Fury's go mode now. Most likely. I think we have all the dungeons. I'm not positive, but most likely.
I want to say we've seen all the dungeons. We may be short one, but I think we might have seen them all. I'm just trying to remember offhand. We did have 1 and 2, which were the pink, the blue, and purple. 3 was yellow. I don't think we identified anything from 4 or 5 or 6 yet, but we know there's shape dungeons. I think we've seen all 3 of them. Unless I'm mistaken, that one of those we'd be missing, because we have a guess that that really dark level might be level 8. So we'll find out when we get back in there.
Selfless Scoundrel, in this case, we know that the ladder's needed because we have to need it for a Triforce. One of our dungeons was fully ladder blocked.
Speaking of Triforces, Fury is trying to look to GPS's way into the one south of him. That was a nice bunny shot.
Always very satisfying to take out that many bunnies with one arrow.
That was 5 in one shot. Just watched on the replay.
Yeah,
There's
ladder,
the ladder.
The second item in level 7. So level 7 having all the goodies for Fury.
I would say at this point, Fury is pretty much in go mode. Unless something is blocked by the raft, but I don't think it is.
Well, I mean, he has a flute, he knows where the raft is, and he has a power burst, so yeah, he has everything that he needs at this point.
Yep.
And a Superman handler having a Triforce in level 7.
Oh, wow. So I think that was a beefy manhandler as well, and they just made quite a move on him and died for making. I'm gonna call that Final Fantasy music. I just don't know myself.
Someone was saying Loki's sound, but I don't think so. I'm not positive. And Antlerz, I think, is in the dungeon and needs that ladder.
Now, I don't remember seeing this level Inkwell yet, so I'm guessing... I don't think Fury picked up the book yet, so I'm trying to figure out where the map was in this. Either way, we do see the shape of that level now. We have a general idea where he's going now. The Triforce down there in the lower right, or the foot, or whatever you want to call this thing on the map is. Maybe a kangaroo in the process of jumping.
Well, when the credits roll, we'll know for sure what that song is.
That's correct.
Antlerz back in the, what they call it, the Spirit Temple palette.
And, pro tip, buddies ignore blocks. They just hop on them. And Fury, getting bullied by the snakes right now, trying to walk through a wall, finally gets through. Ooh, that's a lot of life legs. He has the rod now, so he can at least kill them if he gets eaten. I don't think he's going to pick up that boomerang, but he has to kill the bunnies. Might pick it up just for laughs.
It's
Maybe
Fury,
not.
it's not yellow, it's not blue, I should say, so he's going to leave that right there.
Yeah. And there's the triangle. So he is now halfway. That was our level 2, I believe we said.
Yes, that was level 2.
Definitely. So the only items on our tracker are from 1, 2, 3, and 7. And the Triforce's Fury has are from 1, 2, 3, and 7. We may not see the other items on his screen today.
Yeah, this was just an issue of Antlerz not getting to the White Sword as quick as Fury did.
So Fury has found the raft. He's going to head up to the raft spot up here and just confirm there's nothing here. I'm just trying to remember if we've seen all the levels. At least this is a cave, so he's going to find some money here. This is 31 rupees for him.
Well, we have 5 and 6 up on the Lost Hills. Well, we think are 5 and 6 anyway. I don't know if we've seen 3 yet. 3 is the only one that might be out there.
Oh, 3 is playing.
No, we do have 3.
Fury up to 10 bombs with that bomb pickup. Antler's going through the desert of level 3.
Alan, our tracker is saying that he has all 8 dungeons on his notes, so it does look like we found everything.
Ah, we have all the dungeons, so yeah, nothing would be raft locked then.
Yeah, there's back into this brown dungeon, so he'll get his any key, which I'll be very happy to see once he picks it up.
So I'll take a couple swords to the gut first. Oh, we had some drinks. I'm going to get another look at those potion prices here on the replay. We had 34 and 64. That is very, very close, but red just barely wins out. It's twice 34 is 68. So, Poke wins.
Alan's going to be very happy when he no longer has to come back to this dungeon.
Yeah, I feel like it's about his 4th time in here by now.
Trails 420 bring up a good point. That Fairy knows he has everything he needs, so he's just going to pretty much try for us and go at this point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any item he can see right now that he wants to pick up. Red candle, he'll probably leave behind. The blue boomerang, he'll leave behind. The book, he'll leave behind.
Alan's looking at his map and seeing the news that he has to do that southern section to get both items.
So yeah, so Fury is now in the neon blue level, the one that produced a bomb upgrade for us, for both of our runners. And he sees where the Triforce is because he picked up the compass already, so he's just going to try to walk up there with his ladder, which he now can. And go through the open door, ignore all the ropes in here, who cares? Oh, you don't have to fight the Wizrobes, that is a treat.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out on the ground.
You know, the Wizrobes, they didn't learn, they have to pick it up, they have to hide it. Could you tell which Triforce that was?
I didn't see it.
We had a full diamond in the middle and then one on the left.
If it's the full in the middle, then it would be 5.
That's 5, okay.
Yeah, because he has 5 and 7, so that makes sense.
Yep.
So the way you can tell is 1 and 2 on the top, 3 and 6 are on the left side, and 4 and 8 on the right side. So you can, if the number doubles, that's the corresponding integer.
I know I've seen the map before, I just keep forgetting what the exact layout is myself. I might just keep that up for reference in the future.
And Antler's getting his any key, so I'm sure he was happy to see that since he had 0 when he picked that up. This would be level 6 that Fury is in now.
It's being noted that there could be a bomb upgrade in here as well, according to Trails, one of our other runners here. Okay, we're going to push the block here and see if there's a transport or an item. It's a transport. Antlers no longer needs that key.
And that would most likely be the size of level 6.
I would say it is. And I have no clue what that is. Oh, hi, Acrometis. Yeah, that's a 29 room level, so definitely I would say it is gotta be level 6.
Well, it has to be because it can't be level 3.
No. Level 3 is already claimed and 5 is claimed.
Exactly. Antler's seeing that boomerang. He might pick it up. Yes, he does. He is also going to grab the Triforce here in level 2, but he'll just get some kills, some keys to get to it.
I just saw something on the ground that Fury picked up again on the replay here. Just some bombs, okay.
And there is Triforce number 2 for Antlers, and second on the night.
Oh, we have a bunker.
He might still know it can't. Presently offline, that means he has infinite keys now. It's basically the game's way of telling him that he never needs to buy another key or anything like that.
Yeah, that's not something that was added. That's actually what it was like on the original game. The original 1986 game did have the A as the indicator for that. To say you have all keys.
Yeah, this game does not have boss keys, just small keys. This was before the boss keys became a thing.
Exactly. This was the first attempt at Zelda game.
And Triforce not too far from the start. Fury just has to go south a few rooms and to the right.
Have to either bomb in or staircase in, or walk through a wall, I guess. Knock out some Lionel.
I think Lionels have been in pretty much every single dungeon in this seed.
Yeah,
they roll high too.
They seem to be the primary enemy.
Now, Antler's is back in a blue dungeon. I don't know if this was 7 or not. No, okay, this was level 1.
Yeah, I think this is 1.
Gonna grab his power bracelet, which will be nice.
It also has silvers, which would be very nice.
Yeah, I have to go over to the Dig Dogger for that.
Let's see if he does that.
Down to 2 Wizards left. And he gets it.
And there's his power bracelet.
And as long as he notes that this is level 1, he'll know that he has one more item in here.
Oh, he hit save. He left. He may not have realized that's level 1.
Well, he has the gambling game around start now, so he can get some money if he chooses to.
Yeah, he might be doing that intentionally to get some money first, because it's not far away that level from where he is.
Fury, finding where the Triforce here, and I don't know what one this is. Okay, this was what I think was level 8. Yeah, this was our level 8.
And Antler's wins 29 rupees and saves that after losing 9 before that. Ooh, that 42 loss, you're going to reset that. Oh, there's another 42 rupee loss. So there's some gambling strategy for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you lose, just rewind. It didn't happen.
Always go up the middle.
Until you lose.
Until you lose the 10th enemy has the rupee. Thanks, old man.
There's the 70 forms. You gotta save that. And he's done gambling.
Fury grabbing the Triforce here in 8, and then you just go back to level 4 now. I don't think he's found it yet, though. He has it marked off as level 3 in his personal tracker, but we know it's level 4. Not that it really matters at this point.
Yeah, he's just worried about finishing the game at this point. Fury buys another door for a member of the populace.
Now, Antlerz just has everything he needs, just maybe a little bit too late for game 1 here.
Well, it really depends on how quickly Fury comes across level 4 again. If he has not been there yet, it's going to take a little time to find that, but at the same time, being 5 Triforces up at this point, that's a huge lead. I would have a hard time imagining Antlerz coming back from that at this stage. And there it is.
Gotta play Dodge the Goma.
Okay, kills the Pole's voices, and Antlerz is going to shoot. You can use the boomerangs to pick up those 10 rupees.
Heart container on the ground.
It's nice to see. A map that Fury will pick up. Oh, look at that shape. That's some weird thing wearing a hat.
Captain Hook's hand, I like it.
I like it too.
A spy, I like that too.
Well, I can see that being a face with someone scratching his chin or something.
So while we are kind of walking around just a bit, if you guys are liking what you're seeing, please give both of our runners a follow for a heck of a race. Really strong performance by both runners. And as well, please follow our tracker behind the scenes, Elendar, and my co-commentator, Cyclone GU.
And also our my co-commentator, Dark Falls, and one of our tournament administrators here, putting on a good tournament here. For those watching the VOD on YouTube, the names on the screen are exactly as you see for Fury and Antlerz. If you want to give them a follow, ChrisShot.tv/ one of those two names, and you'll be able to find them.
Fairy just trying to dig out the Triforce here. And there it is. So he will be heading over to level 9.
And once we get in, we'll explain what's going on there, as there are a couple things he will be looking for there. So while we wait to get in there, he's going to play the whistle for us a little bit. Antlerz is working on, which one we say this was again? Level 6?
This is level 7 with the
7, sorry.
So his this is a big dungeon for him. This is where his wand is going to be. And his ladder.
There you have to go back for those silvers in level 1. And I think, I'm trying to remember exactly where level 9 was located. I thought it was somewhere near Candle Row or somewhere in that range. Oh, no, I remember where it is.
It was Vanilla 2.
Vanilla level 2, yeah, Vanilla level 2. I had to think about it. And he's close to it now, so he's heading right there, it looks like. Well, almost.
For those asking in chat, our tracker was Elendar, ELLENTAR. Yeah,
for those with us live, I did post I did bring up the command to bring up his Twitch link as well, so, or you can follow that link to get to our tracker as well. And thank you, Eldor, for pushing all the buttons and keeping some good notes behind the scenes today, too.
So Fury is now into level 9. He'll be doing a couple things. First, he'll be looking for the Roar of Again, which will be here in one room adjacent to where we are. On that path, we'll be looking for a single shoulder door that does not open. And once we kill Gan, we'll be looking for a single shoulder door that opens right away. And since we are playing with comedians, we will not have any old men, so we'll have no help.
Yep, they're completely on their own, but we hear a pig. We already hear a pig.
Just a matter of how do we get to him.
So it could be left and down, it could be right and down. Looks like it's not going to be right and down, and it might not be left and down either. We don't hear him, no, so probably to the right. And we may not have an access point to the right anywhere.
I mean, he could try to walk through.
But you can't bomb in.
So, we gotta keep looking at this point.
At this point, we know that's the room. It's in the very far right column. Because it wasn't the room to the left, and we came from below and went up. So, that is definitely the room that he is located in. And even if we do get to Ganon quickly, which Fury just took a death, by the way, even if we do get to Ganon quickly, we still have to find the girl's room as well. And she is protected, as you know, by a single shutter door. And once we kill the pig, that door will open even if anything's still in the room.
Nothing worse than knowing exactly where he is and not knowing how to get down to where he is.
Yeah, it could be like a magical staircase or something like that, so it could still be a nasty search. You walk in and you're just being taunted immediately by the fact that he's right there. And you have to find your way over. And here's a, today you will have moderate luck. And that's
Can't go that way either.
Yeah, that's bad luck. That's not moderate, that's bad luck.
Antlerz did grab his wand. So he just has to go south to get his ladder, and he'll be pretty much in the same kind of boat, just not as far.
I am starting to think magical staircase. Look at this. Oh, there's a path to the right, finally.
Actually, yes, Catastrophe. Now that there is shapes in play, the second quest flags are turned on. Therefore, walk-through walls can be a thing in first quest dungeons.
And we've seen it a few times tonight, actually, too. Oh, no access to the pig. So there's a staircase to get to the pig's location. We have to go looking for that staircase.
I swear I can English well.
I don't know why Fury bombed that wall. He's on the extreme right of the dungeon. Oh, hi, Patra.
And I believe this is the ladder here for Antlerz once he can get around these bubbles.
He's not going in yet. You have my support. I would have stabbed him. So Fury is going to be taking all the staircases today to find the one that goes to the corner. This is not the one. So nice to have that magic key just open every door you see. Refilling health. It's nice the gels to wait.
Ladder for Antlerz.
So here's another staircase. Well, this nope, that's an item. That's the red candle. We know the red candle is in level 9 now.
Very helpful at an hour 40 in.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he didn't go pick that up. I mean, he already has the minor one he's been using the whole time. Why does he need the other one now? Triforce for Antlers from level 7. It looks like we're in a dead end here. So we're gonna try to bomb left. Nothing. And the shoot is obviously gonna be nothing.
Ganon playing very sneaky tonight.
Staircase is probably in the upper left corner, just go to the lower right.
Silver and 64, the big key in the seed was the white sword and being the bow that Fury got probably a good 50 minutes before Antlers, I would say.
Fury getting a 4-pack of bombs. Ooh, 3 Wizrobe room. And no path to the left, at least not with a bomb.
Old man's a fan of Edgar Allan Poe. I approve, because I am as well.
We're trying to find a way around here, but this is just proving nasty.
Yeah, very disconnected level 9. It is, no, this is a first quest level 9.
Oh, is it a 2-segment level 9? This is... Oh, there's a hole, okay.
Well, no, it's not shapes. This is first quest, so there can't be a segment.
What I mean is there may be no... I wonder if it might be possible the rooms don't have a connection between them, like they're 2 separate sides, possibly. But we'll see how it goes. So far, he's finding some bomb holes now, so he is making some progress.
Antlers full clearing this dungeon looking for the item, knowing that there isn't going to be much here.
We found Ganon's room.
Very helpful.
Antlers running from the danger noodles. Oh, good clock, rather. That's a transport. He's going to take this because he knows he needs to transport into Ganon's area. And that is not the one. He might kill the buddies and go back through that staircase again. Exactly what he's doing.
Jed Levy, we just mean by Ganon's room, the skull on the floor is where Ganon is in vanilla. Thus we call that Ganon's room. Not the actual room where Ganon is in the seed, just the room of where Ganon is original.
Correct, the skull room. And we, similarly, there's a room you can enter from the south that the princess is normally found in. We still call that Zelda's room, even though Zelda's not in that room.
Okay, it's like the room that right now that Fury's in with the skull on the floor.
This is Ganon's...
That's what we refer to as Ganon's room, because that's where he is in vanilla.
Exactly. So
Fury is leaving level 9 to get more arrows and get more bombs.
Yeah, he saved and got out of there, which is interesting play. So we're going to see... Obviously, it's going to work out for him, because he has good odds at this point. But he did the one gambling, and he immediately left. I'm actually surprised by that.
Well, he was out of bombs. He really needs bombs.
Oh, your moves!
Okay,
I didn't know Captain...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I didn't know Captain Falcon was involved.
Antlerz just has to put on some quick time here. Levels 1 and 4 were pretty small, as was level 8. 6 was a little bit big.
And going with falls for Antlerz.
And just some hearts.
Yep. Antlerz did eventually pick up his rod as well, so he is very well equipped now. It's just to go back to those silver arrows in level 1 at some point, so that's the item he's still going to really be digging for here.
He'll probably full clear this level 6 too, looking for it.
Yeah, I'm guessing he will. So I'll probably find the book in here at this point. Ooh, Fury stood still and waited for the traps at that point, at that entrance.
Ace 53222, all the items are in the lower left-hand corner.
And for those items that don't have numbers on them, all numbers mean what level the item is located in. For example, the rod was found in level 7, as was the ladder. But for the ones that don't have that, the white sword underneath the bow means that was the white sword item. You had to have 4 or 5 or 6 hearts to pick that up. Today, 5 was enough. The Armos icon under the whistle, or the recorder, means that that was under one of the Armo statues somewhere in the overworld. And that raft underneath the, or let's just say that ladder underneath the raft means that was the aim on the coast.
Looks like Antlerz is heading straight for the Triforce, maybe. Hey, he takes a lot just to say no. Thanks, Antlerz. The Potato King there is not tonight. Yep. This is version 3.3.
In fact, for those who are wondering, I'm looking at the schedule right now. As it stands right now, the next race is scheduled for 3 days from now, April 18th at 11 p.m. between Captain Green and Random Effect. But there could very well be a race scheduled in the next couple days. So definitely keep an eye on the schedule to know when the next race is. And of course, there are still plenty of events around the Speed Gaming Family Challenge you can partake in as well. Besides this, for when we don't have any of these races to enjoy here.
I want to say Fury and Antlerz are going to do game 2 either tomorrow or on Wednesday.
Oh, they've already said that?
I was talking with Fury earlier.
Okay, so there you go. We might have that tomorrow or Wednesday.
That's not guaranteed yet, of course. We'll see how they feel.
Might, yeah. We'll see. And for those watching on YouTube, it will be immediately following this as well. Of course, we're doing this live, and we haven't had that race on the live end yet. Question: who's winning the race right now? FurySK. One of those that might be earning that moniker of the Great Equalizer.
Antlerz picking up his Triforce here in 6. In the level Triforce in level 1 is pretty quick. He does need to get that silver arrow sight on 1 as well.
Let's hope he remembers. He might be playing that they're in 9.
And Fairy is making his approach back to 9 now that he has 11 more bombs. Always kind of painful when Ganon gets put doors into a dungeon like this. You have to use your bombs not only on the wizards, but to get the doors as well.
And he's definitely hiding very well today. He hid himself behind a staircase, probably buried in one of the corners of the dungeon. There was actually one room that FurySK did not explore behind the locked door in the upper right as well. If that's the staircase leading to Ganon.
And Antlerz is back into level 8.
He still needs the Triforce, so that's a good place to go.
Yeah, but he's got to look for both items still, because he's still looking for that silvers. He does have a lot of the dungeons mapped out already, though. I hate when Lionels roll so high like this.
Well, it could be worse. It could be Dark Nuts.
This is true. And at least Lionels have blowback, so you can kind of keep them against walls and stop them from doing anything. And Antlerz is going to be clearing out quite a bit of this dungeon.
Fury is going to try to clear out this room. He thinks this could be the staircase he needs. Nice clock. So he's going to follow this to its inevitable conclusion and see where this goes.
And that puts him right where he wants to be.
Exactly where he wants to be. He's going to go south, and ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon.
So you're going to need either 7 or 8 hits with the wand to take out the big pig?
After a health refill, of course. Very nice again to wait for that. No stun lock yet.
So since we're playing Swordless, we kind of played with the randomizer a little bit, and Ganon is now weak to the wands to be helping the sword.
Was that 6 hits?
I thought that was 7.
Okay, I might have miscounted. I thought it was 6. So I don't know if we've seen Zelda's room yet. Have you noticed a door that didn't open?
I don't believe so, but I'm sure he doesn't have too much left to go to look for.
If either he's gonna know where it is, he's gonna go straight there, or we missed it, or he's just gonna find it in the area we haven't seen yet.
He does have the compass, so he kind of knows where it is. He just has to make his way over to that direction.
Oh, there it is there. Yeah, I can't even catch that. So he does have it lit up. Compass was in Ganon's room, we were being reminded.
So Ganon guards the kidnapped, I guess?
I guess so. And there's the door. It opens. He just has to punch his way through the bubbles and the ropes. And there you go. Shoots his couple arrows at Zelda in disgust. And finishes the race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 48 seconds. And get your GGs in chat. And he's going to be a couple minutes, looks like, but he may be joining us after that.
Yeah, Fear's going to take a couple minutes to collect himself, and then he'll join us as well. And we'll finally see what the song was. And it was Lucky's theme from Final Fantasy VI.
Okay, so I got it right with Final Fantasy music, I just don't know the different ones.
Antlerz finding the blue boomerang and a heart container in level 8.
There's that Triforce, so he is now 2 away from level 9.
Yep, just has to go back to level 1 and level 4. And we do have FurySK with us in chat now. GG Fury, well played, my friend.
Well, that was a seed that existed.
As Theorwolf always likes to say, but yes, that was a seed that existed. I think the money-making game at the start was quite the boon for you guys, though.
Yeah, it took me a while to actually figure out it was there.
Yeah, that power bracelet was interesting.
Well, my first Triforce was an hour and 2 minutes in, so I didn't really have much going early.
I think it wasn't until we started picking up some of the really good combat items that we really started getting some of those triangles. It just worked out that way that I think the first couple Triforce rooms were really heavily guarded today combat-wise.
So the main difference with this seed was the fact that you got the bow as early as you did. Antlerz took a bit to get over to the Forgotten spot to get his bow. And that was kind of the difference maker.
Yeah, when I found that there, I assumed that I had a probably 5 to 10 minute cushion at minimum, because that's not really a good spot to route in, and I just happened to route it based on the direction I was going.
I would say it was closer to probably 40 or so, I would say.
Yeah, that's probably hurt a little bit. I'm still mad about the room in level 1 with the whiz robes that I had the Innie key at that point, and for whatever reason, I don't know if I was just stubborn or what, but I never went to the right door. It never clicked that, hey, that's a key door, let's open it and take the easier route. And I got mad once I figured out, hey, I've been missing this for about 20 minutes now.
I can confirm one detail about the bow. I was looking at the timer when Antlerz picked up the bow himself. He did about 1 hour 11 minutes, which by that point I think you had your first 2 Triforces at that point. So by that time I think you had a very healthy lead. I think by that point you picked up the Magic Rod as well, so you did have a pretty good lead on at that point.
Yeah, my first was 1:02 with 24 seconds. 8th Triforce was 1:33:56, so about a 31.5 minute difference between 1 and 8 Triforce pieces. So once it got going, the seed really just motored.
The only thing is, looking at your tracker, you had levels 3 and 4 reversed. Not that that's really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I figured out that something was amiss on the fluting, but at that point I just wrote it up as me not looking at and figuring it out.
The yellow one was indeed level 3. That was one of the first ones we were able to identify there.
That was mainly because I was the first Triforce that Antlerz got, and he checked his map for us afterwards.
Exactly, that's the one that Antlerz picked up, and he's just in the Distinguished Gentleman's face right now. That was level 4, so he's actually just got level 1 to go, but he doesn't have his silver arrows yet, so that also that may also delay him.
The lovely Dig Dogger blocked silver arrows, of course.
Yeah, I wish I had the banana out of 2, but I died in the room, and I didn't really have the resources to go back there and dig that until I found the money-making game at the start screen. Because I could have stunned it up and hit it with arrows for free, but I did not think I could get all the way back down there through some of the rooms. But no, I mean, never go to level 7 until you have to, and then all of a sudden it has ladder and 1, so...
Yeah, that kind of hurt Antlerz a little bit too. Took a bit to get over there, but that's because he was doing the same thing pretty much you were. He just didn't have the bow, but you needed the bow to get the 1 anyway.
Yep, it was Goma blocked up. It was a really weird path. You couldn't get up in those couple of rooms any other way but that Goma block, so... my curiosity as to what was up there ended up helping me a little bit, and then ladder was pretty much free on the way to the Triforce room, so that was a little bit easier to find.
Yeah, once you had the ladder, that was pretty much it at that point. And very interesting that level 1 and level 7 were both the levels that were really packed today. Like, it was interesting looking at our tracker when you had drive forces for 1, 2, 3, and 7. The only items we had on our tracker were 1, 2, 3, and 7 respectively. We didn't have anything for any other level at that point. So we didn't have any other information at all at that point on the other levels.
Yeah, I think after I got the silver arrows and stuff and went back to, I guess it was 3 in this case, the moment I found the red ring, it really just, that was what really helped me, because I didn't have to worry about walking into stuff as much anymore. That was pretty much smooth sailing until level 9, and then heard the early roar, and then you had to go find some way to get to him, because he was just all sorts of noped off in that little corner.
Yeah, he was just cornered himself in a area where he did not want you to reach him today.
Yep, you had to get through a whiz robe, push block staircase, go up and right a couple of rooms in the northwest, clear another whiz robe setup just to be able to get to him. So if Antlerz doesn't clear out some bombs or 10 count his way into there, it might take him a little bit to get through that little setup that Ganon had.
He's going to get his silver arrows. I think he's going to kill the Digdar completely rather than just snope out of the room. He has the rod now, which you didn't have when you got this, I think. So he's just doing it with the rod. And there's the silvers. So we're going to get to explore, see how he does level 9 in just a moment, because he has to clear the pancake room. He's on the way over.
Yeah, so he cleaned up really quickly.
He did. Just like you said, Fury, as soon as you have all the items, you just go through and wipe everything out and go.
Yeah, once he has wand and silvers, it should be pretty much trivial until he gets to 9, and yeah, that could be that.
Well, he needed the ladder too, but the ladder was kind of on the path to the Triforce in 7.
He's shown us having the ladder, actually, so he does have that already.
He did. You have to have the ladder to get through 4.
Yeah.
And just a quick walk over to Vanilla 2, and he will be done with this seed as well. Just depends on how long it'll take him to find the lovely thing that is Ganon.
Yeah, that Ganon was very walled off. So he's going to have that very quick discovery himself momentarily as he walks in, goes north, and the only way he can go. And here's the pig, and he's going to probably have that moment of, oh, I can go left. No, I can't. So for those coming in late, Ganon is to the right of where Antlerz is right now. He can hear him. But he can't get over there because those walls will not give, and he will probably try to bomb them.
So all in all, Fury, I know you enjoy the trolley seeds. This meet your expectations.
This seed was just outright frustrating until 9, and then it was a bit trolly. There's nothing like seeing items and dying and not being able to get to them and having a couple items really significantly combat block that open up the seed.
Part of it was everything seemed to roll high in this too.
Yeah, all bomb droppers with the exception of Red Gorilla, and I guess that's pretty much it. No, Red Dark Nuts.
Yeah, the items were combat heavy, and of course it was the items you needed to make it easier that you needed to use to make those rooms easier.
Yeah, 2 HP or less fires too. So, I don't know. I mean, just the stuff that actually dropped bombs, you either needed bombs to kill or just was not as easy to find, I guess.
Antlers is, well, he pushed that block and then left the room again. He must want to check this room right now.
Yeah, he's trying desperately to get to that
Yeah,
blank column.
but this is not the way. So he sees the door of the south. He's very happy right now, I'm sure. Gonna pick up the 4-pack of bombs just in case. And then he sees a wall. He's gonna bomb that wall and...
Where was the transport to this sector, Fury?
If you want to get to Gan, you have to go like up and to the left, and it's the first push block room. And then that sends you over 2 rooms above Zelda. You go up to the very top and 1 to the right.
Yeah, I think it was under the V, the one that led to Ganon. Yes, I saw Fury over in that area before he took the Gan staircase. Actually, since I have a second screen, I will see if I can find out again where that was exactly.
Yeah, he's already realized it's magic and Dunzo'd the sea.
Oh, he did forfeit? That is unfortunate, yeah. So he did officially forfeit. And he's just running around right now. Having fun, I guess. So he is officially done. So I'm just getting a quick look again, even though it doesn't really matter now where that staircase was located. We'll see if Antlers doesn't want to join us here.
So while Antlers is finishing up and taking a few seconds, please give both runners a follow for a heck of a race. FurySK and Antlerz44.
Yes.
They will be playing Game 2. Fury, have you guys decided when yet?
Friday sometime between like 8:30 and 11 o'clock Eastern, I think. We haven't decided on the official time, just the day.
Okay, so that'll be the 19th, so that's 4 days out then.
Yep.
And again, a quick shout out to our tracker behind the scenes, Ellendar. We'll see if Antlerz wants to come chat with us or not.
Okay, I did find the path on the screen again, so at least I can explain that exact routing.
Yeah. I gave him the route. He's like, well, I gave up already.
Antlers is down the sap room. I see one of our setup helpers with him, so I'll let our setup helper bring him in. There he is. So Antlers is with us now. GG.
Hey, GG.
What were your thoughts of that scene?
I blew it. Honestly, when I saw the bow, I knew I was finished. I was just waiting for the dot done at that point.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference in the seed. If it was about a 45-minute bow pickup, and that's kind of what did it. But once you did get that bow, you were able to go back to level 7, get the ladder in 1, then you clean up really quickly.
Yeah, I wasn't really interested in looking for a magic staircase once I determined it was definitely a magic staircase. I was like, I'm good on that.
Well, I just did, while you were doing your research on the walls, I actually did some research to find exactly the route to follow again. It turned out if you went 3 rooms up from the entrance, might be 4, you go right 1 or left 1. That staircase takes you over under the E, the first E. You go up to the top, you go right 1, that staircase takes you again.
Yeah, that's what Fury was telling me, and I never even took a staircase in 9. I was like, alright, he's instantly right there. Alright, the wall doesn't bomb. Alright, next wall doesn't bomb. We're gonna check to make sure, but if it's a magic staircase, I'm not interested.
Yeah, at that point, when I bombed all the walls around him, I'm like, well, this is why Antlers hasn't beat me yet.
No, that didn't even matter, dude. I wasn't even in 9 when you finished. I still had 1 more Triforce to get and silvers. Luckily, the silvers were in 1, or the dungeon that I determined had to be 1.
Yeah, I think even more than the bow, what really made the seed go was getting that power bracelet that was really rudely blocked in one, opening up the money-making game, and then just cashing in.
Yeah, and that's like the last thing that I found as well. Like after I found the bow, I went to like every other dungeon before that.
Yeah, I was so happy to find that money-making game would hit 70 every couple of times, so just hit a couple of those, get all the way up to almost 250, and then I think I went to what ended up being 3. That Lionel room was nasty, but if you walk past it, one, the red ring was there, and that allowed me to go to 7, and then once you go to 7, the seed's pretty much done until 9.
Yeah, I spent a lot of ill-advised time in level 3, getting the red ring for, like, you know, I knew that, or I was hoping that something would drop out of those rooms past those Lionels, but I spent way too much time trying to do it.
My screen says 6 deaths, but I think I'll retry to have another 14 or 15 deaths to Wiz Robes and Lionel Beams. So combat-wise, that seed was a fun time to get started.
Both of you did a lot of resets based on bad bombing luck with Wiz Robes and things like that. So there was a lot of retries going on for both of you in that seed.
Yeah, I mean, it was awful. There was pretty much one path you needed to take to get that seed started. You gotta find the bow, then you had to get the power bracelet, then you had to get into 7, basically. As soon as I found that power bracelet, I up-A'd and I just immediately started checking the power bracelet spots. Like, that's how thoroughly I had done every single other dungeon. I knew that whatever my answer was had to be in whatever dungeon was power bracelet blocked. Or so I was hoping.
I never got to that point because I didn't find 8 or 4 on Death Mountain until probably a minute or an hour 27, hour 28.
Oh wow, lucky.
I didn't do Death Mountain until the very end of the seed. Didn't do the grave, the raft spot for Vanilla 4, or the bomb spot in the southwest. That's what's left on my map.
Yeah, I spent way too much time in level 8 toward the beginning of the seed as well. Probably spent a good 15-20 minutes in 8 just checking every single possible bomb wall and path in there. And then I couldn't get keys either for the life of me. That was another problem that I was having.
We were considering that was full shapes, just depending on the fact that 7 was kind of found late, and then 8, the entry for 8 was kind of weird, so we weren't positive what the 7 through 9 setup was.
Oh, I knew it was 8. That's why I kept going after I found the first item. I knew for a fact it was 8. It was just a matter of... Also because of how many bosses were in it. Like, I saw 2 Gleoks and 2 Gomas, and I'm like, yeah, this has got to be 8.
Oh no, we knew it was 8. We just didn't know if it was shapes or what quest it was.
Oh yeah, I knew it was first quest. Also because the eye. I had been in the eye, and that really confirmed it.
The big giveaway for me was finding a map of a small dungeon and then level 9 starting point in the skull. You can't have double shapes. It's forced mix. So it's either going to be first, second, second, first, second shapes, that sort of stuff. So you cannot get 2 of the same quest in this EA.
Also, they have to be different. You're not going to have all first, all second, all shapes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I think Dark Falls and I were both speculating it could be all shapes. We see about 6 shapes out of 6 dungeons, so we were starting to think that could be what happened.
I couldn't believe how many of the small dungeons I found right away, because every single dungeon I went in for like the first hour and a half was shapes.
Yeah, I mean, I found 8 kind of, like, relatively early then, because I did most of the overworld. Pretty much, well, I did all the overworld, actually, and I confirmed, like I said, that, you know, either I'm power bracelet blocked out of what I needed, which, actually happened to be the case, or I'm missing something very huge, and I need to get the raft off the coast. So as soon as I found that power bracelet, I updated and just started checking power bracelet spots.
All right. Well, then we will look forward to Game 2 at this point. We were hearing that it's going to be on Friday night, Antlerz?
That's what I think we were planning on.
All right. So I wish you guys both the best luck going into Game 2. So with that, please follow both of our runners, FurySK and Antlerz44. Our tracker behind the scenes, Elendar. My co-con today, Cyclone GU. I was Dark Falls. We will see you all on the next race. Everyone have a great evening.
Before we wrap, just a quick note for events that are still going on Speed Gaming. Super Metroid Link to the Past combo randomizer might still be on Speed Gaming 2. Probably has at least another hour to go. And quick note on tomorrow's schedule. You'll be able to find events like Final Fantasy 1, Link to the Past Randomizer League, and some Super Mario RPG going on here tomorrow. So make sure you come for that and all sorts of other great events here on Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6. Give those a follow as well. As the runners, Elendar, Tracker, Dark Falls, and myself as the commentary. Other than that, we're all set here. Have yourself a great evening, and see you for the next one. Good night.